but also like, let me shake your freaking box of ashes because you need to feel this. Because it's not like I don't have best friends still, but I don't have that best friend still. We're gonna cry so much that your eyes are gonna be swollen, and hey, that's cool, right? Because we're what? We're healing. So I snatched my bonnet off just so that I could record this video because I just seen something else that reminded me of a video I was gonna record anyway earlier and also the other day. And just a short thing, like, it's not really relative to turning 30, but something I've experienced lately is like the never-ending cycle of grief. And my grief is relative to losing a best friend, a guy friend, that I met during college, and we just had a really close relationship post-college, during college, and he just was very instrumental to my life and my journey in college. Like, colleges are big transformative years, so losing him to an illness was like really, woo, that was big. And so and it's relative to my 30s now because I cried on my 30th birthday. I was in Publix shopping for my brother for his job and just happened to hear a song that reminded me of him because it was playing as I drove as I drove to the funeral. Mind you, it was in Texas. I live in Florida, so I flew down to Texas to go to the funeral because that's how big of a deal it was for me, you know. And anyways, so considering that, and like, they were happy tears, but also just like, just so many emotions came up with that. And then also losing a best friend who's still living, but grieving the loss of a best friend, like a friend that you've had for years, and, you know, going through the idea, or not the idea, but just going through the thought process of like, you just don't know if it's gonna be, if y'all are gonna be friends again ever, you know. And the details don't matter per se, but it's just like, you just grieve that. And I recognize that I've always struggled with suppressing things, and I've done a lot better with not suppressing things and being more vocal and being more expressive. And that's the reason why I have a YouTube. That was the reason why I started a podcast first years ago. So like 2018, 2019, somewhere in there, maybe 2020. I had a podcast, and my reasoning was because I needed to express myself. I wanted to be inspirational. I wanted to release. I wanted to pour out, and I wanted to give to others and share the lessons that I've learned, and be creative and be funny and be, you know, compassionate and all these things, and to be a resource, which has been very big for me in like expressing that as an intention and a purpose right now in my life. And I forgot where I was at prior to that. I'll probably clip it up to where it matches. But anyway, it's just like knowing that you just grieving is just never ending, and seeing things that remind you that, wow, I've suppressed this thought. I've suppressed this grieving process. I really truly haven't spent enough time with this thing that happened in my life that has impacted my relationship with people, you know, with people of the past, old friends that are no longer friends, with people that people that I'm trying to befriend, or people that are trying to befriend me, or, you know, get to know me. It's just like, it just sucks. It just sucks, you know, seeing people do something that you would do with your best friend, and knowing like, wow, I can't choose that best friend anymore to do it, because like, that would be the best friend that I would do it with. Because it's not like I don't have best friends still, but I don't have that best friend still. And like, we would do that together. We would laugh about that. I would share that with her. If I wanted to go to do this thing, then I would call her for that. So I think this is part of my release in sharing it, because I'm like feeling the emotions of it, and I'll have to work on that, you know, not work on feeling those emotions. But it just like, it pisses me off actually. And I recall being pissed off when it first happened, like, wow, you're messing up shit because of shit you did. And now the whole thing is screwed. And it's just so annoying. Like, it's so lame. It's so annoying. And a part of this message is like knowing that a part of grieving is going through that anger, feeling that anger, being angry, and knowing that it's okay to be angry about it, and not choosing to suppress it just because, like, we're not supposed to be angry. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? So, and even when I was younger, and I've been seeing a lot of messaging around this too, like choosing to be quiet, choosing to like keep the peace so that whomever doesn't like lash out on you or act out in a certain way because like you're disrupting the peace or like the chaos that they're trying to, you know, keep. I can't find the words right now for all the things because I'm just like spitballing, but also just like, so yeah, just trying to be the peacekeeper so that you don't perpetuate their anger or like exacerbate what they're already feeling, when just like, well, that whatever they're feeling is like on them, and you trying to like keep the peace is like, it's just no. Or being the person that what was the other thing that I saw? I don't know, but I'll say, what's that girl's name? She has a podcast. She lives in Houston. She was a police officer. Ooh, I cannot remember her name right now. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'll like post a video or a clip or picture, something of it. But I can remember her husband's name right now, but not hers. Her husband's name is Brooke Buddha Brooks. Okay, I'm not remembering that either, but it's, you know, it's coming to me. She also talks about how she's going through that same thing and honoring the anger, you know, honoring the anger of the grief. Oh, that's what it was. It was a TikTok, so her as well, but she talks about that, and she has a book that I haven't purchased, and maybe I'll purchase it now that I'm kind of like, okay, maybe I'll open to self-help books again and like self-healing books or healing books and all that stuff. But the other post was a TikTok, and it was of this girl shaking shaking a bottle that held her brother's ashes, and she's like, when she's pissed off that her brother died, like, and left her, she just shakes the bottle of his ashes so she can like disrupt his peace essentially, or just like, you know, have him feel what she's feeling in the only way that she knows how to do it because he's dead. So like yelling into the void may be helpful, but also like, let me shake your freaking box of ashes because you need to feel this. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that's extreme because it's not, but also it's just like one of those extremes that maybe everybody wouldn't do, but also like I completely get it because I probably would do that shit. As an Aries, I probably would do that shit. Like, where's this necklace that's just in here? You're like swinging it around in there. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because I had seen a TikTok of somebody doing something with their best friend and was like, what did it say? Being childish, like once you, let me see what the dang thing says. Oh, all maturity leaving my body once I see, as soon as I link up with my bestie. And I remember this video too, like the original, well, what I know to be the original like trend. And I feel like I probably should, I know I put it in our group chat and I don't remember if she was part of it at that time, but yeah, I just wanted to share that grieving is never ending and you have to do the work and pour into yourself, create time to grieve and like go through those grieving stages and feel the feels of it, and like really ask yourself questions regarding things, or if moments come up like this where you remember that like, oh wow, that like really pissed me off, or like this is the reality in it right now, like take that moment right there to feel what you're feeling, like honor that moment and dive into it just a little bit deeper, because it's just worth it. It's just worth feeling those feels. And you just, yeah, I don't know when this feeling is going to end. And not that it has to end per se, or I don't know when this anger is going to turn into like acceptance or more acceptance because I've already accepted it, but and that's why I was no longer angry anymore. But also, I mean, hey, sometimes that loop of emotions that you feel when you're going through the grieving cycle, which I don't know the grieving cycle to tell y'all right now, but what is like, you know, sadness, depression, anger, acceptance, whatever, I feel like that just loops itself back on over, you know, at some point. And that level of emotion may be heavily decreased or decreased, but it's still there. And it's like, hey, it's me again. Hey, we're angry. We're sad. Actually, we're actually deeply sad. We're gonna cry. We're gonna cry so much that your eyes are gonna be swollen. And hey, that's cool, right? Because we're healing. So yeah, just wanted to share that as I close out these last few moments of this SD card and close out this day. It is now 10:20 on a Thursday evening, and yeah, I finished editing a video for my first fragrance review video, and I've posted some things. So many great things have happened today that I'm thankful for. I've prayed today. Oh, I posted a prayer video as well today, like my go-to prayer, and yeah. So that's my little mini recap of the day. Already summed it up, so I don't need to say anything else. So, hey y'all, it's Ayan Fee Me. It's Fee Me. I'll come up with a catch slogan sooner enough. Today, I've got nothing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any thoughts on this, if you're experiencing the same thing or have experienced it in the past and you want to share some tools that helped you like process your grief, or specifically with like losing a best friend, whether y'all rekindled the relationship or not, feel free to drop that in the comments. If you want to like, what's a good emoji to drop in the comments to like show that you're with me, that we together in this, you know, whether you've experienced it or not. Drop some let's drop some brown and pink hearts in the comment, please. Show your support, show your solidarity, show your grief, show your love. And that's the last thing too. You can still honor what was good from a past relationship or from a person who's passed on or whatever, you know, and still be like, well, this sucks, you know. And that's that on that.